welcome to another episode of Always Open. We're so glad you're back. Hope you've had a good week. I'm your host, Barbara Dunkelman, and with me today, I got some peeps.
I'm Chris.
I'm a peep. I'm Lindsay.
And it's me. You're Mariel. What do you?
You're Mariel.
What do you say
We're all
back
Mariel.
there? Hot. Ooh.
She's hot.
Your friendly neighborhood hot Mariel.
Ooh. Girl, working
She's
at
on one.
Blue Liner.
Yeah.
We had some fun today. I let
pineapples?
Texas
yeah.
experiment. So.
Dude, Barbara too. What's with all the blue? Is that like a summer thing? All this blue makeup and
I don't know. Well, I was wearing this shirt today, and Texas is like, what do you want to do with your eyes? And I was just like, I don't know. I'm open to anything. He goes, why don't we do green?
I love the look.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Chris, where's your wavy hair? Where's your beach hair? There it is.
I was thinking about getting a haircut.
I like it.
I was thinking about getting a haircut where it's like shorter on the sides. I think
You
Trevor
should.
did it recently.
Yeah.
Like,
Trevor's had that haircut for many years.
okay, well, I was like, the mirror's going short on the sides, and you
You
know,
look
like,
good with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
You've especially
We'll do
looked
it
good
right
with
now.
what you just did to your hair now.
But I do it.
You just
got
like
some-
pushed up the sides.
See, he pushed up the sides, and because I'm me too, all I thought I was Ace Ventura. I was like, yes,
Yeah.
do the Ace Ventura look.
Well, we've got
please.
some clippers in the makeup room.
Yeah.
I already got a
Right,
haircut
takes
on the
away.
RT podcast. I want to
could
do it
do
again.
Did you really?
It was like a trim. It was like straightening my sideburns.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What did we learn on the podcast to say when we get a haircut now? Oh, I'm going to a wedding.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
What? Why?
So because apparently like I guess Chris was struggling with what to tell the hairdressers when he went to get a haircut, like take off a little bit or like whatever, trim it up. And so if you just say like I'm going to a wedding and I need to look good, they'll like put more care
Cool.
into your
That's what I
hair.
was
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah. More motivation.
Yeah, more
Okay.
care and more time.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a sip of my drink with these paper straws we got.
Environmentally friendly.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mama Kim.
Mama
and
Kim.
Ash.
And shout out to everyone who's been telling us to use paper straws. Better for the environment. You should do
did it.
the same thing.
Word.
My teeth are too sensitive not to use a straw. So
Yep. Same.
I
Dude,
need it.
Texas was talking about what is it, avocado skin straws?
Yeah.
I think now. I have no
What?
idea.
That sounds delicious.
Right? I would just eat it.
I don't think it's
not-
flavored. I think
eat
it's
'em?
just like it creates almost like a plastic
Can't eat 'em, yeah.
material.
Oh, that makes sense. They're like kind of coarse.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
problem with the paper straws is that they get soggy very fast. So we're gonna have to drink our drinks faster, but we do have some extras just in case.
Solid.
Speaking of drinks,
Drinks.
shall we do our shot?
Drinks.
Yes, please.
Texas made us a special strawberry banana daiquiri shot.
And you said you wouldn't
sounds-
remember, but you totally did. That's the name of it. But as backup, I was going to be like, SBD shot, you got this.
Strawberry banana Oh,
Nailed it. Okay, good job.
I went
Strong Barbara Dunkelman.
I thought strong big dick.
Oh, that's too.
Also
yeah.
true. To the strong.
Whatever
bitches.
helps you remember.
Cheers,
My
my
brain
friends. Thanks for
Hey.
being back for season whatever this is.
8.
That was just like drinking punch.
Holy shit.
That was
That's
delicious.
yummy.
Fuck yeah.
That is yummy.
Oh my god, that was so
Is
good.
it
Was
too
there
much?
alcohol in there?
Yeah. Is it too much to ask for that in like bigger form?
Here you go.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, is that what you have?
Texas was
great.
like, what do you want? And I was like, he was like, here, I'll give you the leftovers. And I was like, all right.
Oh, nice. I walked up with a Red Bull and I was like, I need some energy. I'll stick with that. And he goes, Red Bull vodka, right? I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, fine.
Is there any other Red Bull drink?
He has a way to get you.
I don't think so.
Can you Jaeger? Can you put Jaeger
Yeah,
in
you
Red
can.
Bull?
Yeah.
What is your go-to drink when you guys go out?
Vodka soda.
Vodka soda?
Vodka, man.
That's purely as like I don't want to be hungover.
Yeah, vodka's great in
I
that
feel like I
sense.
still get hungover on vodka.
Tequila soda for me.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
good too.
I'm usually vodka cranberry.
I've been a
Nice
Moscow.
Cape
With a
Cod.
lot of lime.
I'm a Moscow Mule kind of person.
Nice.
Because I feel like that's a hard drink to really fuck up.
Yeah, it's also refreshing.
It is. It's a good summer drink.
Indeed.
All right, well, let's start off with our little icebreaker. We're doing this game that we got that we, I think, only played once or twice. It's called Which Would You Choose? So basically, I'm going to present 2 scenarios to you guys, and we just have to discuss which one we'd prefer.
Perfect.
All right, first one.
Excellent.
Skydiving from a high-altitude plane or exploring the ocean floor in a submarine.
Oh, God, neither. Death.
Wait, what if they're both very, very safe and, like, you're
Like
guaranteed?
100% I am guaranteed. that-
100%.
Yeah.
I think probably I would do skydiving.
Yeah.
Just because I'm very claustrophobic. And I would not fuck with being in
Yeah, I guess floating through the sky is the opposite of claustrophobia.
Yeah.
to be
Quite.
fair.
Yeah.
yeah, quite the
got some
opposite.
spring.
There's a Finding Nemo ride at Disneyland where you go on like a submarine.
Oh, I've done that one.
yeah, it's terrifying. I don't fuck with that
You're like
shit.
only a foot underwater.
I know, but it's still
You
so
can look up and you
scary.
can, it's like that.
They actually take
You can
underwater.
drown in 3 inches of water,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Can't you? I mean, you could drown in less, right?
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
has to be enough to just cover.
That's just what
everything.
everyone
I could drown in
says.
this drink.
Sounds like a new challenge, internet challenge.
No. That's like the first thing I heard as parents. Is they're like, your kids can drown in 3 inches of water. I'm like, it's true. I'll take care of them. We're good.
Flop.
Right? Yeah. Oh shit.
We've been skydiving.
Yeah. So I would do the submarine.
Submarine.
How was
Skydiving.
that? Like, what would you say your takeaway was?
It was. I did not feel that scared, and the main reason for that is it was a tandem skydive, so someone's attached to you. And I asked the guy beforehand, I was like, how many of these have you done? Like, what's the worst thing that's happened? He's like, well, I've been on about 4,500 jumps, and the worst thing that's ever happened is like a woman sprained her ankle when we landed.
That's
because
pretty
she
good.
came in
Those
too
are
hot.
some good odds.
And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's, I feel comfortable.
Pretty reassuring.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I was fine leading up to it. Once we got where we were jumping out of the plane and you could like see the ground and like
Yeah.
how far away it was. That moment where you're like, oh, but then it's almost like because you're attached to someone. They're just kind of like, all right, we're going on 3,
Yeah,
1,
can't-
and you're like,
no
oh,
choice.
okay.
You can't really back out. You're
Yeah.
just like, well, we're going down.
I just want to know how many people have like passed out as they're going down.
Oh,
so
God.
the dude's like controlling the parachute and below him someone going like,
Just live.
Just
You really don't have to do anything. The only thing you really have to do is lift your legs up when you're landing.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that like you could come in slowly and he does the run.
Badass.
But for me, that was the opposite. Like seeing the ground, you can't really register it as anything because it's just
Yeah,
colors.
but that was what's scary for me. It was like you're so high up and then like it just looking down.
Yeah, I hate
that
heights.
sensation. Yeah.
No me gusta.
And you said skydiving.
I'd skydive. I've never skydived. I'm terrified of heights. Yikes!
I've never dropped the menu on the show before.
Get
It
to
just happened.
first and always open first. Yeah, I'm terrified of heights, but I think I'm way more claustrophobic than
Then
terrified
scared
of
of heights.
heights.
And you said skydiving, Lindsay?
Yeah, I would think so. I like the ocean, but I'd rather like scuba.
Yeah.
I want to be outside of this death coffin.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I feel like it'd be really cool to see what lives on the ocean floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see that
Anglerfish.
giant? Did you see
They
that
scare.
giant jellyfish?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Huge.
It's massive.
I'd be happy being in a submarine and not
Yeah, like-
actually swimming
I
around.
like when they discovered that jellyfish too, all these people were saying like with Godzilla, they're like, oh, the kaiju are here.
Oh,
Like,
God.
That's them. I was like, fuck. We're so
Get out.
screwed.
All right. You could only speak in a high-pitched helium voice for an entire year,
Okay.
or you could only speak in whispers for an entire year.
I already do speak in whispers. No one can hear me ever. So squeaks.
Squeaks. Squeak. Yeah. Have you seen Squeaks lately?
Yeah, right.
Good old Squeaks Jones.
Squeaks would be great too for parenting. Where I'm like, I'll be like, Iris, stop. Like, no more.
The whisper. The whisper.
Yeah.
Oh, but how?
I just think-
like we have that as a job. Like this is our job.
I mean, both of these would be really bad for us. I mean,
Yeah.
for both hosting the show, but also voice acting.
Yeah.
Like an ASMR podcast.
Although
also-
you probably get a good voice role with a high-pitched
You
helium
could.
voice.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can get away with a sexy whisper in bed. You can't get away with like a high-pitched
That's
helium.
exactly what I want. Yep. Yep.
You sound like
Yeah.
with helium.
Or sex.
Yeah. I would
the whisper.
take the whisper.
Because the whisper, yeah, you can make it sexy if you need to.
Yeah, I'm going squeaky sexy. For
Squeaky
sure.
sexy?
Yeah. I just want to ruin my sex life, basically. Just try.
Feel like
already
you
have
have
two
enough kids.
Yeah, we're done. Thank you.
All right. You must always dress like you're at a 70s disco party, or you must always wear medieval garb.
Medieval garb, easy.
70s
Yeah.
disco
70. I was gonna say you're already
Fucking
there.
look at me.
70s
man.
That's
in.
exactly what I thought when you sat down.
I'm already in it.
Would I get to carry like a sword?
Ooh.
It'd probably be a fake sword.
Changes things for
That's
me if swords are involved.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm in.
They actually meant the 970s, so
970s?
Medieval.
Oh yeah.
probably
70s.
70s. Yeah.
70s.
I like 70s fashion.
70s, yeah.
Them jean t-shirt combos. That's also like the rise of punk also.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of cool leather.
There's a lot of cool outfits you can pull out. With the
yeah.
medieval stuff, like you look like Cersei or you look like a knight.
This one it just has a few words on it. Pizza and cake or tacos and pie.
Ooh, yeah.
The above.
Tacos and pie. Pie's so much better than cake.
It is.
It
Whoa.
is.
But I like
All right.
But I like, I don't know, I fuck with pizza pretty. I've eaten both of those things in the last like 24 hours.
Jimmy Gaffigan said it best. Pie is just liquid cake. Both amazing.
if it was cheesecake, I would.
do
It's a
love
lot of
cheesecake.
dairy.
I don't know.
It's any cake. Well, that's
I think I would still do tacos and pie.
I couldn't eat any of my cupcakes anymore, technically, right?
True.
Yeah, so I can't do that.
No, and you
I
make
need that in my
really good
life.
cupcakes.
Thank you. Got some more coming.
Tacos and pie for me.
Tacos and pie.
What was the other option with cake? Was
Pizza.
it Pizza.
Pizza.
Oh, well, fuck yeah, pizza cake. I'll do that.
Pizza cake.
Going
Absolutely.
pizza cake, I think.
But pizza is a pie. Holy loophole.
Whoa.
Pick it up.
Pizza pie. All right, you could change one aspect of your physical appearance, or you can dramatically increase your intellect. Intellect.
Yeah, I feel like I look okay.
I feel like I'm
I fuck, you know?
decently.
Yes. I get some.
You fuck, you
all
get
right?
fucked.
I fuck.
Yeah. I've always felt like I
get
could be
by.
a little. I've always felt like I could be a
I need
little
one of those
smarter.
inspirational cards that says Mariel, like, I fuck. She's just staring in the distance.
Someone create it.
I fuck. There's your gift.
Can we get it? There you
I
go.
fuck.
I fuck.
I fuck.
There you go, Peter Hayes.
There you go, Peter Hayes.
That's great.
I think
Tweet it to me
smarts
tomorrow,
is
Peter
always good.
Smarts.
Smarts, yeah.
Smarts.
I would go smarts, but like, I don't know. One,
Well, what is the one aspect of your physical appearance you would change?
I'm a troll, so I'd want to do something ridiculous, like move my boobs to my elbows or something.
No, that'd be so funny.
Exactly. Rub 'em, baby.
Or you'd be like, oh man, you could like.
That'd be so comfy.
Right? Yeah.
Like, just like,
But would it though? 'Cause,
Rub my
like,
tits, too.
I mean,
I guess it depends how big we're talking.
yeah, like, but I mean, if I put like this is not comfortable for me for much.
Yeah. Maybe just sacks of skin, not
Right.
necessarily breasts.
Constantly
So
like,
like
ow.
not the sensitivity.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like I'm on my period. Ow.
Right, exactly.
it'd be fun to elbow people in the face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They'd enjoy it too. I would think.
No talking from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day,
Great.
or no eating from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every
Oh, no talking immediately.
talking.
I fucking have to eat.
Yeah.
I think I would do the no eating.
I
think
think
I
I
could-
might be the same.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like 5 p.m. you still could go to dinner with people and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
You just have to eat breakfast every morning.
Yeah.
And then skip lunch, and then you'd be fine.
You'd be okay.
Wait, 9 a.m. to
9 to 5
p.m.
So basically your work day.
You could eat in the morning before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just eat 45. And
I
then
feel like I don't talk a lot anyway. I don't need to talk anymore.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I would just try and loophole it and find.
You could probably just find a job where you don't need to talk. Like
I
all
do
your
ASL.
communication is like
Yeah.
on a computer or something like that, or like you work from
Act
home.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want some food, please. Thank you.
Oh God. Wear a pair of rubber gloves all day long, or go barefoot all day long.
Oh, I go barefoot too much already in my house.
You'd probably be comfortable with it then.
Probably would be.
Oh, I walk a lot. I would go rubber gloves.
I think barefoot would be kind of a fun challenge. When I was a kid, I used to walk around barefoot to try and toughen my feet out.
Yep. Same.
I'd be like, I would do training.
Like in the woods or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just like go barefoot and like walk over rocks that hurt. And I'm like, I have to train. I don't know what I was training. I don't know.
No,
Funny-
you're the same as me because I used to do that too. Because I had friends who at summer camp would just like walk around barefoot everywhere, like in the woods and like on gravel paths, and I'm like, ow, ow, ow! Like I need to fucking toughen up my
I
baby.
can't remember who it was. Do you remember we had there's a professor at UT who would walk consistently. Walk
Oh,
around
yeah.
barefoot.
There's
remember
always
what it was.
barefoot.
Always
yeah.
barefoot.
That's a big Austin thing, or it was for a while too. And I know it was in solidarity with a lot of the homeless population at one point, but I don't know if it just kind of deviated to hipsters walking around barefoot. That's a big thing. For me, like I had friends who did the same thing. I was like, I want to be like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't training for anything to my knowledge. But the biggest sell was
Training for Naked and Afraid.
right. Yeah. Oh God, I'm there. I'm halfway there. I'm afraid. I'm not naked. I watched Pocahontas. That came out in what, like '93?
Early
Something like that?
90s
Yeah.
sometime.
And she was running around barefoot, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's awesome! I'm gonna run around barefoot too in the
Just
woods."
around.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Can't sing.
I grew up
Jump off some waterfalls.
with a grandmother and a father who just told me if you ever step barefoot, you'll get a cold sore.
Huh.
And
I was told the same. I was told I would get warts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was told that
So
too.
my grandma has she has her house, lived in the same house. She has special shower shoes to get in and out of the shower.
Dude, I have shower
What?
shoes too.
Yeah.
I use those
Yeah.
at my house. I don't care.
I mean, I feel like if anything, like athlete's foot is a danger.
Yeah.
That's
long
like
as-
public.
Yeah, it's like
Public.
Yeah.
Public shower.
Yeah,
I
that
do
makes
it
sense.
any shower.
Really?
Doesn't
Even
work,
your
no
own?
matter where I am. Yeah.
Wait, so you wear shoes in the shower?
It's like flip flops.
But then you're barefoot
Slap
around
them
your
on.
house. I guess your
Yes,
feet aren't.
which I
wet.
know doesn't make any sense. I'm still barefoot around the house, but in the shower, I'm like, I need
Why?
my shoes.
How do you wash your feet?
I mean, I take them off.
take
scrub,
one off,
scrub,
scrub, put it
yep.
back in the shower.
Replace.
I don't. This is gonna sound gross. I don't really like spend a lot of time washing my feet. And I think it's
Nasty bitch.
because like when I wash the rest of my body, like the soap runs down.
Oh no.
There was a whole Twitter thread,
Yep.
and it was fucking white people saying that they don't wash their legs because of that.
I wash my
reason.
legs. I don't wash like I don't wash the bottoms of my feet.
You're not wrong. I did like the mass Asian responses. They were like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
would not be acceptable in my house. Like,
Yeah.
no.
No,
Absolutely
every
not.
person of color who saw that tweet was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I'm just a nasty bitch, I guess.
You are nasty.
Which
just
we've
think
already.
about-
We still love you.
I wear a lot of like, I don't wear open-toed shoes anymore, but I used to wear a lot of sandals or like gladiator shoes especially. And I just think about walking around the street and how much like crap has been on the street, and I'm street level, just kind of shuffling through it. I'm like, there must be so much crap on my foot, like literal crap. So I'm gonna wash them.
Just don't care. Like I wear socks 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And if I'm barefoot, I'm just like lying in bed. Like, and I'm
I
never
don't know
gonna
that
like.
I've ever seen you wear sandals.
I'm not a sandals person.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I think it's because, like, especially in the summer, I get like schwitzy feet, and so especially if it's the sandals that are like the rubber bottoms,
Yeah.
where your feet just like slide around a little too much in those, it's just uncomfortable.
I'm gonna try and get you to a pool now so I can see your feet.
Right.
You got weird feet.
I got great feet.
I can now.
Why don't you just check my Wikifeet page?
Got a page.
I got a 5-star rating.
God.
That's great.
Okay, we'll do one more. Spend the next year of your life in a library, or spend the next year of your life in a museum.
Library.
Library. I feel like a
Kind of museum.
museum, you would like run out, like
Yeah, what do you-
after a couple weeks, you'd run out of.
No, there's always new exhibits coming through.
Not like not
Imagine
every
if
day.
it's the museum from Night at the Museum. You're
Right.
loads of
Ooh, that's a
It
whole
would depend on the
different-
museum for sure.
Because like library, you literally
Yeah.
have
a wealth of
a
knowledge.
lifetime supply of stuff to do and read.
Also, I think you get free Wi-Fi at the library and all that.
very true.
Like,
Usually there's
I don't
a
know about
Starbucks.
museum. I don't know if there's a good place to like hang
Although
out and like
museums usually have like restaurants and gift shops.
True.
I don't know about libraries.
under
So yeah, I like that you guys are talking about actually like going to the gift shop and stuff. I'm just gonna hide in the exhibits and scare people.
The prehistoric era.
Hey. What's up? These are my children. Welcome.
Look it up. Yeah, I would choose library.
Yeah, I'm going museum.
Museum?
Unless it's like a jazz museum. Fuck that. Or an art museum.
Well, fuck jazz.
Fuck you, jazz and art.
Oh,
Fuck you
man.
both.
We're just throwing some daggers out here
Yeah.
today.
know.
Not a jazz man.
It's okay.
Well, if you find yourself stuck in a library and need something to eat, why not just order some HelloFresh?
Straight to the library.
Straight to the library. This episode of Always Open is brought to you by HelloFresh. HelloFresh makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality, regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. From step-by-step recipes to pre-measured ingredients, you'll have everything you need to get a wow-worthy dinner on the table in just 30 minutes. With HelloFresh, there's something for everyone. From family recipes to calorie smart and vegetarian, and fun menu series like Hall of Fame and Craft Burgers, HelloFresh has more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit, so you know you'll get something delicious. Add extra meals to your weekly order, as well as yummy sides like garlic bread and cookie dough. Holla! Easily change your delivery days, food preferences, and skip a week whenever you need. Me and Trevor cook HelloFresh all the time because we typically can't make it out to a grocery store, so it's a really easy way to do a home cooked meal without having to get a whole bunch of ingredients. We have just what we need. We
guys take turns?
We do take turns. We kind of do it together. So like I'll do like the vegetable portion, he'll do the meat portion.
Oh, nice.
It's more complicated. But it's still ready in like 20, 30 minutes max. We made a meatloaf the other day.
Ooh,
it was
yeah.
delicious. Highly recommend it.
It's also nice to just have your meals planned out. And
Oh, absolutely.
Knowing exactly what you're going to get and that you have all the ingredients right there for you.
And you're like, I have 3 options to choose from HelloFresh kit. I'm going to
do
make
it.
this tonight. So say goodbye to endless grocery store trips and takeout food. HelloFresh has you covered. For $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to hellofresh.com/always80 and enter the code always80. That's hellofresh.com/always80. That's 80. And use the code always80. It's like receiving 8 meals free. Thank you, HelloFresh. Thank you for the delicious meals.
So fresh. Keep it fresh. Hello, fresh.
And now moving on to other delicious things.
Ooh.
We got a profile submitted
Ooh.
by our friend Ryan G. Ryan sent his profile into us so we could help improve it. I took a look at it. I don't know if there's really much, but let's bring up some stuff on Ryan.
Ooh, Ryan, you cute, boo.
This
But
is
that
Ryan.
dog, though.
Hold on.
A private wealth associate. I like to pretend that I have this whole life thing in order so far. A girl with nice eyes, a cute smile, and being into basketball basically completes the package. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie. I own a piece of the Great Wall of China. I contributed an art piece to the MoMA, and I played Capture the Flag in the Louvre.
I like that part because it like 2 truths and a lie. So obviously 2 of those things are true, but they're all like a little extra.
A little extra, but I'm okay with
But
that.
yeah, it's not a bad thing.
I
He's
think,
like, I went to the fucking MoMA in New York. Oh, just kidding. No, I was in Paris. Oh no, I've been to China.
yeah. Right off the bat, I will say, the line about a girl with nice eyes, cute smile, and being into basketball completes the package makes me think like if a girl feels like she doesn't have one of those qualities or like doesn't like basketball, maybe feels like, oh, why should I even bother swiping on this guy because he won't like me.
Right.
Yeah, it also seems a little kind of like demanding. Like, this is what I
is
want
what
in a
I
woman.
want.
Fit this box.
It'd be one thing if you're just like, I have a thing for nice eyes or whatever,
Yeah.
but if it's just like, nice smile, nice eyes, like basketball, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to put your own interests, but kind of pushing your interests onto someone else.
Or you can even change that, like to say something like, let's talk about basketball, you know?
Yeah.
Or like that way you're like, you know, because that way someone could be like, I don't know anything about basketball, but you could teach me.
Right, yeah. Open up to a discussion for sure.
Right.
What do you guys think about this description?
I feel like we're not seeing the big picture here. Is that this guy's a bot? How do I know? So, Ryan, what kind of name is that? Anyways, 23. Do we even reach that
What
age?
kind
at
of
this
age
point
is
anymore?
that?
Exactly.
Die at
No,
22.
usually we were dead inside by the age of 10. So you don't have much more time after that once that phase has passed. Private Wealth Associate stands for PWA. That's people with agendas. It's a secret organization that a lot of people don't know about. I've seen it in the dark web. I like to pretend that I have this whole life thing figured out, so he likes to pretend. Obviously, he's admitting he's a liar.
Definitely a
Yeah,
robot.
he's definitely a robot.
Yeah, Girl with nice eyes, cute smile, and being into basketball, so you want like LeBron James. Obviously, she's not on, right?
She's not on LeBron. She didn't make it.
Yeah.
LeBron,
Why?
she ain't on here.
Sorry, Bronda's not here. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie. Okay, it comes off as I'm fun and free-loving, but really, again, it may need to be a liar. Why are you lying to me right off the bat? This is a horrible start to the relationship. Also, what's with the dog?
I'm not convinced.
Is that your dog at all? Is this an image, a Photoshop image, right?
It could be.
They are making the same face.
They are
Dude,
making
yeah.
the same face.
Is he the dog?
We have more pictures if we want to
What if
take a look.
it's only pictures of a
zoom
dog?
in, enhance.
Okay.
All right, here, this
Yeah,
is his main
definitely.
photo. Very nice.
Great thing.
I think that's a great photo.
Yes.
What is he squinting at, though? That's my question.
And what is the same thing the dog is?
The dog
Right.
definitely looks a little
Who
high.
are they looking at?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Oh,
my
he's a zaddy.
Oh, fuck it
Oh
up,
my
Ryan.
Yes.
That's a good pick.
Now I know why you're squinting. Look at all that weed behind you. Oh my God, there's more. Wow.
Another dog.
Wow.
Yes.
Same dog, but another pick.
He's got a full operation. No.
Okay.
And now the dog's been murdered. It's not tyranny.
And he went on vacation to
my
celebrate.
God.
Very nice. Okay.
Ooh, he's got a nice
He looks
vibe.
confused. He's lost in the ocean. He's like,
Trying to
where is?
Trying to find where he
Where
dumped
am
the dog.
Yeah.
Shit, where'd I put it?
Is that a oh, okay.
All right, now who's Platty McGee over here?
He's not even in focus in that one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I would lose that picture.
Lose that picture.
He's like, I promise I have friends that are females.
Extracurriculars? Okay.
This one,
I'd lose it.
I
You
could
don't
probably
need.
lose it.
You're standing alone. Like you're standing great on your own. You don't need.
yeah, I
all
think
this
if you
fluff.
have more than like 2 other people in your photo, like scrap it.
Yeah.
It becomes too much. Like especially on a dating app, this is gonna be real small,
Right.
so you can only see so much.
Yeah. Ooh.
great
That's
photo.
a cute selfie.
That is.
This man loves the beach.
I would put
He has
that,
great
that
hair.
photo closer to the front,
Yeah.
Agreed.
like either as your main photo or maybe second photo, because the dog photo is pretty good.
I like the dog photo as the first one. What I would change now after seeing that he has multiple pictures of this dog. God damn, Ryan, how many fucking pictures do you have on your?
Ryan's
I mean,
a runner.
it shows confidence. It shows that you.
Oh wait, hold on. He's
Wait,
wearing
what's he-
heels. He's wearing heels.
Oh, it's the
so
run in
he's-
heels, right?
Yes. Okay, Ryan.
Oh,
we
fuck it
stand
up.
feminist.
So you're running from the law
Ooh.
while
What
is this?
cross-dressing.
What is this?
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
The thing I would change is I would put something a little blurb about the dog in the
Yeah.
description.
Like what?
Just like
his or her name
or like
is.
something funny or like I'm only here swiping because what's his face needs more treats.
Yeah,
like
right.
I'm here swiping for my dog. My dog
Exactly.
needs a date.
Those are always funny.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you think? You don't get to see men's
No, I
profiles very
don't.
often.
So I don't know. It seemed a little try hardy.
Okay.
And a little like kind of braggy. I don't know.
I get that.
But I think the things y'all mentioned also like kind of fix that, like the making a joke about the dog versus like I want this in a woman, and also like the flexing photo. I don't know.
I would say like I think his description needs a little more humor to it.
Yeah.
Lightheartedness, especially because you have so many photos of you showing off your body, which is like a fine on a dating app. But if you combine that with a description that's a little like doesn't take yourself lightheartedly enough.
Yeah.
Like if you take yourself too seriously in your description plus those like very serious photos.
Yeah.
Someone probably doesn't think that you have a sense of humor that they're looking for.
And by
Right.
jokes, we mean don't quote The Office.
Yeah.
Only quote The Office. Yeah, it's
Stop being a robot.
it's interesting how dating apps work, because if you don't put things in your description, like if there's not something that someone can have a good conversation starter with you, then it's like, what are you doing? You
Yeah.
know? So it's interesting.
I like the idea of the 2 truths and a lie,
Yeah.
but I don't know. They do seem a little braggy almost.
Yeah.
Maybe it could even just be like, fun fact about me, I once did this.
Right.
Or to make one of them less braggy. That's
Yeah.
if one of them.
A little more silly.
Yeah, if one of the truths, one of those 3, was like something more embarrassing or like comical or just like weird.
What do you guys think about people having more photos on dating apps? Like, do you think it says?
Like the number of photos?
Yeah.
I think you 3 to 4 is a good limit. 3
I don't
to
know.
4,
Yeah, I can
depending on what kind of pictures. Like if every
Yeah.
picture is a group picture, then you're wasting your time.
I think the more the better.
I
At least-
personally, like, when I was on a dating app years ago, I remember thinking, like, I wish I had more photos of this person to, like, really
makes sense.
gauge what they.
I'd say between like 5 and 10. I think that's a good reference for me.
I think
Yeah.
that, like 6 is a good amount.
Yeah,
I should
I
still
think
add
It
more
shows
to
like I here's a good amount of photos, but it's
Yeah.
not just like look at me, look at me, look at
Right.
me. Look
if it's under 4, I'm like, what's wrong? What are they hiding?
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Like, because who doesn't have more than 4 photos of them? You
That's
know,
true,
like
right.
Yeah.
But there's I've noticed that there's like when you're swiping and you're looking at the pictures and then you're just like there's certain things that just get instant left swipes, you know?
Yeah.
Duck face, bye. Get out of here. Silly names, get out of here.
No.
So
Nice.
what's a silly name?
Yeah, just like people who have names that aren't spelled the right way.
Like what? Like what? Like what?
Okay, Mariel.
Hey, my name is spelled as Mariel should be spelled.
Yeah, very true.
I'm talking about like Brittany's with H's in them. Where do you get that H
Brittany?
Or
Yeah.
A Z is in there somehow.
Yeah,
An
right?
S, yeah.
from?
You know, there's a
that.
Brittany with an H watching who's just
I know, Brittany with an H, I'm so sorry.
heartbroken right now. Yeah,
Oh, sorry. How many photos do you have on your?
On mine, let me look.
Yeah.
Let me look.
now we're gonna judge you.
Right. Where
You're
can
gonna
I
judge
find you?
my dating
Are you on
profile?
Bumble? Where are you?
I'm not gonna tell.
Oh. Okay.
But
She's on the Rooster Teeth dating
I'm
app.
on the Rooster Teeth dating app, which is featured right here. 1,
Roosterteeth.com.
2,
Join. Maybe
3,
you'll find Mariel.
4, 5. 5 pictures.
5. Okay.
5 pictures.
Add one more.
Add one more?
Yeah.
I feel like that's enough.
Go for 6.
They're all for me.
Yeah.
They're all me. There's no. Oh, there's one picture with a friend of mine.
Okay.
But it's like the last picture.
So like at that point they know what you look like.
They know what I look like, yeah. And it's funny too because I made a joke about how I don't swipe left on people who have like professionally taken photos, but all of my pictures on there are taken by us.
Nice.
That's how you do it.
See, that's
Yeah.
weird for me now with like professional photos and working in production. Like on my phone for anyone's like profile, I have to have their headshot or a professional shot. I can't do just like candid shit. It looks bad to me.
Yeah.
So especially like I don't do dating websites anymore, but looking at that, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem like douchey. It's like, oh, you took the time to
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you made a nice photo. That's
Or you
great.
like
or maybe
work in a
professional.
profession.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
How many photos is too many photos, Texas, in your opinion?
That guy had too many photos.
Yeah.
Too much.
I would say I agree with Mariel. Like 3 to
There's some
4,
mystery.
3 to 4 is good. I'm not.
Not enough.
I'm not. I think it's enough. I think it is 3 to 4. I think is enough.
I guess it depends if they're good photos. Like if
Yeah.
you could clearly see.
I don't dig
what
the
this
group
person
photo
looks like.
either because then it's confusing.
Yeah.
Because then you're kind of like, who's what's going on here with that? So
Yeah.
I really like the one where he's in the heels actually.
Yeah.
Because that shows that he's not afraid to get out there and do
Little
something for
fun.
charity and do something
Yeah.
for fun and
Right.
poke a little fun at himself. I think that kind of gave a little bit more maybe insight of what kind of person he is versus like the other things like two truths and a lie. Like that to me, I would just be like, hey, I like to travel.
Yeah.
I think I'd
Yeah.
rather hear that than just kind of bragging about where you've been. 'cause-
I do agree with the subtle charity method there
Yeah.
too.
Because anyone that does that, I think that's like, okay, that's
It's
someone
showing
who
you're a good
thinks-
person, but
yeah.
it's like you're not pulling focus away from that too. You're like, listen, I'm involved with this, but let's focus on the kids. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what's important.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I agree.
I think 3 to 4 is enough. But I mean, I don't know.
Could you do group shots too? Like I'm cool with group shots if the person that we're talking about is like clearly dead
Yeah.
center foreground.
Put a
usually
group
a selfie.
shot like 6 or 7.
yeah.
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 Not the first. Not if it's the first 3, you're trying to hide something.
Here's
Yeah.
me with my band. Here's
Right.
me with my family. You're like, oh,
And if it's
cool.
like a photo you really like of yourself, just crop out the other people.
That's
Yeah.
what I would do. I would just zoom in and just like do
Yeah,
a
like
little
you could
profile
maybe have
thing and-
people's shoulders.
Or
and
what
stuff
you could
like
Yeah.
even do, which would be funny, is like leave the picture the normal size and then just like X out everyone's faces.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Which
or
I've
put like a
done.
black
These
stick.
are-
They're all dead.
These are
This
people that
one's
I
me.
hate. Maybe not that. I don't know.
Oh God.
What was that thing from Mean Girls? It's just like,
The burn book?
yeah,
Oh, the burn book. Yeah.
like,
Just burn
don't
book
trust
everyone.
this
Yeah.
bitch or
She's a
Right.
fugly slut.
ugly slut. Just have that written over everyone's face.
Fucking love Mean Girls, man. I'm
That's
sorry.
such a good movie. All right, so final word of advice for Ryan. I think we all agree. Add a little bit of humor to the description. Maybe take out those group photos as well.
Talk about the dog.
Yeah.
Tell me who that
Your
dog
dog.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely got a.
He's
thing
got
for
a
the dog.
story.
Yeah.
He's got a story, that
Yeah.
dog.
And I think like the other photos he has are really good.
Is that what
Yeah.
the dog looks
That's,
like?
that's the dog right there.
My advice
Okay,
is
how about
stop
this?
giving me viruses.
Take a screenshot of this. Right here.
Put it on the dog.
Yep. Photoshop that out. Put it on the dog.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a great way
That'll
to
get you laid.
no right swipes.
I didn't think about it until you said it and Chris's reaction, but you're a dog. Like that's
You're a dog.
your personality is you are a dog.
Oh.
And it's lovely.
Oh, look at him. He is a dog.
Very happy, very amicable, always willing to be a team player,
Yeah.
ready for anything.
golden
And
retriever.
he
And I
runs
like
every-
treats,
and-
and I like treats.
Yes.
You do like treats.
and he runs everywhere.
Yeah.
You do.
Begs a lot. Yeah.
That's so true. You do like treats because every time we order lunch and we have leftovers, we always go to you and we're like, oh, Chris will love this. And you always get so excited.
Guys, I think Chris is actually a dog.
Chris is a dog.
He's transformed into a human.
Did you hear it? He barked.
All this time we thought he was an alien. He's really just a dog.
Dude, are you guys storming Area 51?
Dude, fuck yeah.
Let's go.
Can't wait to
Awesome.
get some
Let's do it.
alien pussy.
Yes, that's staying in.
Growing from someone off camera and then Mariel just burying her head.
It literally, the words came out of your mouth
You're
and
like,
you instantly regretted it.
Well, I was going to say some alien bussy, which is
there
even
you go.
worse.
Oh my god, what does that even mean?
What is
I
that?
assume
All my
butt
gays will know what
Yeah.
it means.
Yep.
Boy pussy big.
There you go.
Can we move on?
All right, moving on. Let's go to our next question.
Like
Stuff with
Lucy
an
Liu
alien.
and Kill Bill, you're shoving it back
Would
in.
I hook up with an alien?
Yeah.
Depends.
If I was single?
But like, yeah. It's just for the.
The thrill of it.
I think, well, I don't know, because I'd be afraid that they would like take something from
Probe
me
you?
or like
Well, if it's-
do something weird to me.
Nothing's
Or
gonna
if it's
happen.
just like they have
you're
like
gonna get to have sex with-
anatomy that works with mine.
Yeah,
It's very
yeah.
humanoid.
Yeah, it's
alien.
humanoid, and it's
It's a
like
Star Trek alien.
It's
not a
just
Star
a,
Wars
it's just like a casual.
I'm changing
alien
my answer to
hookup.
I'm changing
Nothing
my answer to
serious,
no.
not looking for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
relationship.
It's long distance, so
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm picky when it comes to attraction, so I'm
get it.
gonna say no because I don't think I would be attracted to it.
I like that everyone, I mean, Chris plays video games too, so everyone who played Mass Effect is like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Wrap it up.
Sign me up.
give me that Miranda booty. Is that the character, right?
Yeah.
Miranda.
One of them. Yeah.
All right, on to our next
Friendship.
question. This comes from Lana E. And Lana wants to know, do you think you're growing up too fast or not fast enough?
Is it hard to, or can I say both at the same time?
Yes, you can, because that is a valid answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've had 2 kids, but I feel
How
like
old are
you're
you?
still one of the most like
I am.
young at heart people I know.
29, but 30 this year. Thank you.
30, okay.
Yeah, so it's hard balancing like being a parent and growing up a lot of that aspects, and like I feel like we're doing a pretty good job, but there's always something new that we have to tackle or get over, or some new information that's come out. We're like, oh shit, okay, readjust.
Yeah.
But then, with work especially, we're paid to be fun and have childlike tendencies and be jovial and youthful. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to improve my career by being funnier and like being open to more experiences and having a blast, but at the same time, like I gotta be more serious and be like ready as a parent. I'm like, this is so weird. I'm being pulled in so many directions. But yeah, it's hard.
I would like to say I'm not growing up fast enough. And I think a lot of that is just I don't feel like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just faking it until I make it, and I don't think I'll ever make it.
Goodness.
But even just like I get home and I'm still just like I'm 30 and I could do whatever I want. Like, I could eat a Lunchable for dinner and no one could tell me no. And like I could stay up watching Disney movies until 4 a.m. and like blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I feel like I'm just never going to truly grow up.
Yeah, I feel like
Because you're what? You're 32.
two. I feel like I need to grow up faster. I feel like I need to get some shit done.
So not fast enough.
Yeah. I do think though, like when you're younger too, I was thinking about this when you're like 11 or 10 or something, you or 8, whatever. You spend so much time thinking about growing up, and you just want to grow up faster and faster. And I feel like whenever you start growing up, it happens really fast. Like it's like bam, all of a sudden you're like dealing with real life shit.
I don't know if you had the same experience when you turned 30, and I talked about this on the RT podcast last week, but I had this thing when the second I turned 30, I was like, oh, sweet, I'm in my 30s. Like, I've heard such good things about this. Like, people know who you are at this point, and like, usually you're more financially stable and like more comfortable in your own skin. But all I could think about was like, I'm never gonna be in my 20s again. Like, I'm 30 now, and time is moving, and I can't stop it. Like, I'm fucking 30.
Yeah.
And like, I'm only gonna keep getting fucking older. Like, in 10 years, I'm gonna be 40. But yeah, I don't know if you had that too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like, I do think time feels like it goes faster as you get older, and I think it's because it's like when you're younger, it feels like it's going so slow, but also it's like compared to your life, relative to how long you've been around.
It's a mix between that, where it's like the relative time, but also you're not learning as much new things about the world when you get older. Like when you're young, you're learning everything for the first time and experiencing things for the first time. And then when you're older, you've experienced that. So it doesn't seem like time is as grandiose as it was when you were a
I feel like
kid.
there's so
yeah.
much more that you focus on that obviously you're not focusing on as a kid. Now I'm like, okay, I'm conscious about my budgeting, my tax payments, and things like that. I'm in travel. And I'm like, as a kid, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, okay, whatever, mom and dad, you pay for that. Bye. See ya.
Also, like as you get older, like certain things get so much more routine. Whereas like when you're a kid, you go through different schools and you meet new friends and you go to like summer camp and you're doing all these like things. But now it's just like get home from work, make dinner, watch something, go to sleep, go to work,
The
get home.
Office.
Yeah. I think you become like, I'm kind of stuck in the same place where you are, where it's like I don't feel like an adult. I don't know if I ever will unless I have responsibilities like children.
I think, yeah,
and
kids
that's when I think you're like, because you still don't have it figured out, but you're at least like, well, now I have to figure it out for someone else.
Right.
But for me, I don't know. I feel like I oscillate between the two because I'm like, I think right now at this point in my life, I feel like I've been growing up too fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to slow down and have some fun. I've been like, you know, like accomplished a lot of adult things that I wanted to accomplish, and then kind of looked around and was like, oh, I mean, this is fun, but like, I want to do more crazy shit, you know?
Damn right.
So that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to do more crazy
So
shit.
you've got an interesting journey in that sense of like building up the success beforehand and then being like, okay, now that I have this established, I'm going to go have fun.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, obviously usually it's the opposite.
Right.
Where like, hey, for me, especially like partying through my 20s, awesome. And then I hit 27, my body was like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
So
What are you gonna do? What's
What's the crazy thing I'm gonna
Yeah.
do? I don't know. Well, I'm planning on like a solo Euro trip. Like I have like.
which is great.
Yeah,
I highly
have
recommend.
I have
Oh
a,
yeah, when are you going on that?
as soon as the show ends, the season.
I thought you meant today for a second.
I keep
I'm out.
oh, see ya.
Oh yeah, I remember you
Like,
saying
drink up.
like, you're gonna.
That'd be awesome. We just follow Mariel to the airport and we track away as she flies.
Yeah, I'm gonna come with my suitcase the last episode.
Bye.
But yeah, there's like just things that I've wanted to do with my life that I felt like I was like I wanted, and not that I regret. Like, you know, I was like I wanted to pay off my student loans. I wanted to buy a place. I wanted to like pay off my car. I wanted to do all these things that I like kind of shoved in a small amount of time to then just be like, now I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You know. And so that's where I'm at right now. Just doing whatever the fuck I want.
No. I'm gonna one up your suggestion about traveling alone
Go for
in
it.
Europe. So you said you're traveling like totally alone.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a few friends that I'm gonna see in like different spots,
Okay.
but like
For the most part, you're
the most part,
backpacking
alone.
by yourself. You should go with Chris because
Let's
Chris.
do it.
oh god.
For that reason, Chris is the best travel companion. We were in London together. I think it was for RTX, and we just started dicking around. I was like, you know, I haven't hung out with you in a while, Chris. Like, what's up? How's your life? And Chris just went on like adventure after adventure, but it was always prompted by like him going, hey, what's this? And then he'd walk off, and I'm
Yeah.
like, does anyone else? No, I'll be with Chris.
Well, I remember
make sure he's okay.
after RTX London, a couple of us took a vacation. Like, this was when me and Bethany went to Rome, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Chris, what are you going to do? And you're just like, I'm just gonna travel around for 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I was like, with who? And you're like, just myself. And I was like, 2 weeks? Like, we're going to Rome for a week, and that's already like a long trip. And I was like, what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna lie, we were placing bets on whether or not you'd make it back.
We honestly were.
Wait, hold on. Do we know
okay?
if Chris actually made it back
He's
and he
the
wasn't
dog.
replaced?
Place my head, European dog.
Damn French poodle in here.
Can you imagine? We should have a travel series where it's just you and me, and it's
Awesome.
I have to put you on a leash.
Well, I was just actually this morning. I don't know how we got on the subject. We were talking about our trip to Fiji, and how you were the 7th wheel on a trip in a group of 7.
Awesome.
Because it was like 3 couples and
Right.
Chris, and how like we'd be going somewhere, and Chris is like, I love this about you, where you're just like, you have no cares in the world sometimes, where you're just like, oh, what's this over here? And you like walk over there. But this was when we were like downtown Fiji, which like we didn't know where we were going. We were gonna go see the Laser Team premiere.
Oh, yeah.
So they got it to play at a theater. And like we were walking, and like we had crossed the street, and we're like, wait, where's Chris? And we look, and he had gone like the opposite way, just by himself. And we're like, Chris! And you're like, oh, and like you come back around.
Yes.
I would have figured it out eventually.
You would exactly.
I'm looking for Laser Team. Where's the Laser Team screen?
Someone has
right,
like a
it's the
GPS
Laser
up,
Team.
and they're like, okay, now we go this way, and Chris is just
Yeah.
like,
You know what we should do? We need to put a tile on him.
Oh, we should. Yeah.
What is that?
And it's a little
like how to
thing.
track
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Basically.
You can put it on
like
your car
keys.
keys.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I lose my car keys, I can go to my phone and be like, where are they? And they'll start.
You want to put a dog collar on me.
Yes.
Essentially.
I'm gonna dog walk you, Chris.
One of
We'll
those
tag
bells.
you.
Yeah.
Or chip you. Is that what it's called?
It's the same story, but on a smaller scale. Like one of the first times that Chris and I hung out too was, I think Michael and I weren't even dating. We were just hanging out downtown. And we're at the Bat Bar, which is a popular place. A lot of people go next to Shakespeare's. And suddenly we're dancing, chilling, and we turn around and Chris is there. We're like, what the fuck? Like, where did you come from? You weren't with our group. And you're like, yeah, what's up, guys? We work together. I'm like,
I was really drunk, and I was like, we passed y'all at a bar, and I was like, oh, my coworkers. And I just ran in.
we're like, I guess Chris is with our party now. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, if you do take a trip to Europe, you know what would be great?
What?
Some good headphones.
Oh.
For listening to some music on the plane, or maybe some podcasts like Always Open.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it.
This episode of Always Open is brought to you by Raycon. It's 2019. Everyone needs a great pair of wireless earbuds. But before you go dropping hundreds of dollars on a pair, you need to check out the wireless earbuds from Raycon. Me and Meryl just got a pair of Raycons. I got some little black earbuds. She, I think, got the white ones. And they're great because they kind of sit like in your whole ear, like in the opening here. And so they don't hang out like some other earbuds do. So they actually look like really cool, and it's like really good to keep sound coming in. And just the quality sounds amazing. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market, and they sound just as amazing. The company was founded by Ray J, and celebrities like Cardi B and Snoop Dogg are already obsessed, so you know they're good. Raycon's E50 wireless earbuds have totally changed the game for me. They're so comfortable and so easy to take anywhere. Unlike some of the other wireless options, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet, with no dangling wires or stems like I mentioned before. And of course, they don't just look great, they sound great too. Raycon offers their wireless earbuds for everyone in a range of fun colors and at an unbeatable price. So go to buyraycon.com/open to get 15% off your order. That's buyraycon, BUY, .com/open for 15% off Raycon wireless earbuds. If you've been eyeing a pair, now is the time to get an amazing deal. One more time, buyraycon.com/open for 15% off. Meryl, it'll be perfect for the plane.
It really, oh my gosh, they're so comfortable. They come with like 6 different sizes of earbuds. Because they got small little,
It's like
little ears.
the little attachment. So you
Yeah,
can
little, like,
change the
silicone
little
or whatever.
kind of like, silicone attachment.
Nice.
For depending on how
Because
big or
you
small
said
your
Cardi
ears
B liked it too, all I can think of now is her in the UGG video, but with headphones instead. She's like, none of you bitches. None of you bitches. Yes.
are. Put on my Raycon.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna do our box of issues question now.
I keep holding my straw like a cigarette. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I don't know.
Pass it.
It is
Missed
paper.
it.
Oh, there it goes.
Right.
I love this box.
100% pure straw.
All right. This question comes from Scott.
Scotty.
And Scott asks, I've recently been offered a job that's on the West Coast, and it offers everything I could want. It combines my college education with a great city to live in, but there are still some fears that I have. Leaving my family, moving all my stuff out there, will I make friends, and what happens if I don't succeed at my job and get fired from it? These are all concerns I have, and I just wanted to see how you guys handled moving to Austin, making a major move away from your family, and how you prepared for it, and what advice you would have for someone who wants to do it, but is a little timid about it as you don't know what the future holds. Thanks, Scott. Good question.
Good question.
Fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it. Like, that's something I thought about with Austin. It's like, this is something I really want. I don't know if it'll work out. I don't know if this is like a lifetime thing or if it is something that I could see myself doing long term. And it was like the best decision of my life. And it was moving to a different country by myself.
Right.
And yeah, I think it's normal for anyone to be terrified in that situation because there's so many unknowns.
Right.
And you guys lived around Austin, right?
I lived in Dallas.
Yeah.
in the
'Cause you went
DFW
to
area.
UT.
Yeah, I mean, I was when I moved to Austin, I was 18 years old and had only lived in like up in the Panhandle in Texas, and it was something that I really wanted to do, mostly because I knew that I could move to Austin and like live a little bit more authentically than I was living back home. But it was still terrifying. I mean, even now, like I think about like if I were to ever leave Texas and how scary it would be for me because all my family's here, and like I'm so attached to my family that you know I would be terrified to be. And like I thought about maybe living in other places in the future, but that's always a big thing. I'm just like, oh man, like I'm so attached to my family. Like how could I leave them? But even now, like to see my family, I still have to get on a plane.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
I feel like Michael would have the same thing to say. Like DFW to here isn't very far at all. So
Yeah.
I visit my family a lot.
Yeah.
But for him, same thing. He took a risk, moved from New Jersey. He didn't have a lot of money at all, and he left a job that was like pretty secure for him for at least the next 10 years, and said, "Screw it, I'll try this."
Yeah.
So there were a lot of risks, but he felt like it paid off clearly. But I know it's very difficult too. It's like you said, the family factor is a big thing, and then also just financial ability to do that. Like you know, if everything goes south, it kind of sucks that you have to pack up and move back.
Yeah.
And that could be detrimental to your funds.
It could be, but also life is short.
Also,
Yeah.
You know.
how's he gonna feel if he doesn't do it? He'll
Right. Yeah,
wonder.
that's
He'll
what I was gonna
regret
say.
it and wonder for forever.
Have you ever had something like that where you were like, I don't know if I want to do this, but if I don't, I'll regret it?
Yeah,
I know it's a big question to ask. I haven't prepared.
yeah. I mean, it's. I think there's always that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah. Actually,
Yes.
I can think of one specifically, where I had just gotten out of college, graduated, and had gotten a job at like an advertising company doing advertising, and it paid well for straight out of college. And I was like, this is a like smart career thing, da 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 da. And then I was like, but I really want to work in. I don't really want to go straight advertising. I want to do film and see what can happen. And so
Yeah.
I like, right before I started, I turned down the job and then just decided to like keep working part time at like my college job
Yeah.
and then doing film stuff on the side.
And look where it got you.
So it's
We're
like,
on
and it
always
was super,
open.
it was scary because I was like, oh, I have a job right out of college, and I was like, but I don't. It's not really. I'd rather take a risk.
Right.
Yeah, and even that's pretty, not like unique, but it is like a smaller pool of people that get jobs right out of college, especially
yeah.
in production. Like if you moved to LA or New York, and that was what my plan was going to be, is going to those two cities, I'm like, that is so oversaturated. People are always like trying to find work and never finding it. And I'm like, fuh, that's really, really risky. So I took the risk of going to Austin instead, knowing that likely I wouldn't get the job that I wanted, and I ended up working out really well because Rooster Teeth wasn't like exactly what I was going for, but it was so unique that I could cultivate my own career path and do whatever I wanted to.
Yeah.
So it paid off in the end.
yeah.
Especially the way he writes this, it sounds like this job on the West Coast is like everything he's dreamed
Yeah.
of, and like
It sounds like he's excited.
And
Yeah.
like, I will say that saying yes to stuff is one of the best things you could do in life, especially if it scares you. Honestly, usually the things that scare you the most are the things that
Yeah.
are most worthwhile
Yeah.
and life-changing. And like, yeah, anything you do is going to be full of possibilities of like, it won't work out, it will work out, it'll be the greatest thing that happened to you, it'll, you know, hurt your life. You never know. And I feel like you could move out there, you could have this job and it could go great, and then like, yeah, you might get fired at some point, but
Right.
maybe you'll end up loving the West Coast and want to stay there and
Yeah.
work at another job.
Well, going back to the financial stability, if you have the ability to do that, I say go for it. If
Yes.
you know that everything could go completely wrong and you're still fine, then do it for sure. And it might be a takeaway where you decide that that's not what your career path is going to be. Like I used to work in news in Dallas, and I got a lot of good experience there, but it taught me that I hate news production.
Yeah.
So
It made you learn something about your life.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that like if you have the ability to do something like that and you don't have like a lot of responsibilities weighing you down, like why not do it?
Yeah.
Do it now while you
Yeah,
can.
do it now exactly while you can because
Before your bones are brittle and you're 30 and
Yeah.
yeah, like I think about that stuff all the time. Like this whole trip that I've been planning, it's like I've been wanting to do it and I keep putting it off, and now I'm just like running out of excuses. I'm like, why am I not doing it?
Just do it.
Just because I'm afraid to. So.
And there's nothing wrong with saying like, oh, it didn't work out, I'll just move back home. Or like, I'll move back to where I was and like just work this other job. There's nothing wrong with trying something and it not working out. Because it's worse to not even give it a shot and then regret that.
definitely. And if you, I mean, this is obviously a unique case too, but for anyone else who's trying to like work up to a bigger thing of like, I really want to do this, but I don't know if I'm ready yet, try smaller stuff. For me, it was like, oh, I really want to do this small project. I never really thought to do it. I'm like, just go for it. Like, for example, this weekend, we can talk about it, but we did a cosplay shoot.
Yeah.
And Barbara and Mariel were involved. And I was like, I've planned this for over a year. I feel like I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I said, no, like, we will do it.
Yeah.
It will happen. And I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
It worked out very well.
And I love that you did that because when we finally were there, we were like, this has taken like a year for us to
Yeah.
finally find a time to do it.
It's hard getting
And it's gonna
everyone
look
one.
so fucking good. I'm so excited
I'm
about
damn
it.
stoked.
It's very, hopefully we'll have the photos
So.
around this episode
Hopefully
or
so, yeah.
sometime soon. Any last words of advice for Scott?
Just do it, man. Be like Nike.
Fucking do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, and I think like how I mean, for me handling moving to Austin, I knew, like, and you probably have the same luxury too if you have a job opportunity, but you're gonna move there and you won't know anybody, but you'll be at a job where hopefully you'll meet all your coworkers and like friends through the coworkers and stuff. I'd say like at least making friends with like one or two people is a good gateway in.
Yeah, if you already have a job, then yeah, you'll make friends through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes that will become your only friend base. I mean, I feel like that's me with Rooster Teeth now. Is that so much of
Same.
my life is Rooster Teeth that I can't hang out with other people without them. There's the disconnect there. They just can't
Yeah.
understand what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
But
And like
I'm
yeah,
glad I have friends here.
being friends with people you work with helps because then they understand what you're going through.
Yes.
In like your realm. All right. Well, before we end the show, we also want to mention our friends Grace Helbig and Mamrie Hart have a podcast called This Might Get Weird, and they're going on tour around the U.S. Unless if you didn't know already, very excited. I wish they were coming to Austin because I would love to see their show. But they're hitting up places like Portland, Detroit, Dallas, and more. They're going all over. And you could get tickets still. There's going to be a link below. I believe Grace Helbig tweeted out a link that we'll have for you. Don't miss the show if they're coming near you. If they're kind of close to you, I would highly suggest going over and traveling to see their show. It's so funny. They're such great girls. Hopefully we'll get them on the show. We've had Grace on the show before, but we want to get Mamrie on as well. So go check out their show. Tell them we sent you. Say hi for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, just have fun. There's going to be a link below for tickets, so go check it out.
I might have to go visit my family in Dallas.
In Dallas,
Yeah,
yeah.
all right.
We,
should
we
plan
might
a
have
road
to
trip.
take a road trip up.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for
We're
having us.
going to be back for the post show, so stick around if you're a first member. Peace.
Peace.
Cheers. Hi, friends on YouTube. Did you enjoy that episode of Always Open? Give it a thumbs up. And also click that bell down below to make sure you don't miss any other videos. Thank you, Chris. And watch some of these other videos. It really helps us out. And we'll see you next time.